Heretic. Hugh Grant. A little psychological thriller film. It is quite an amusing movie with its dialogue. I love, as an atheist, the battles between logical people and religious people. I've always been, I'm very atheist. If you're religious, good for you. I come from religious relatives in my family. One even runs a church. I've been to it. I spent my childhood in church, and I was just like, this stuff is folklore, mythic nonsense. It's fairy tales. I will never understand how people become religious. I understand that people are just desperate for answers. I'm just like, this is fairy tales for adults. So anyways, this guy has a lot of great dialogue back and forth between him and the two women in the movie, as you see in the trailer. A very long portion of the movie is devoted to him being theological and discussing his beef with religion, and the best part of the movie, iterations. He starts talking about iterations. Big fan of that stuff. Monopoly. Very big fan of that little lesson. It's a good learning movie. Then it goes into the next portion of the film, which is them trying to leave the house. I do think the conversations were more entertaining than them trying to leave the house. I liked them trying to leave the house. What I don't like is that it didn't feel as smart as the first part of the movie. The first part of the movie was a lot of smart conversation and a lot of smart suspense and just sheer there's a threat, but the threat's not blatant, but there's a threat. It's very good suspense for that way. Hugh Grant's is eating it up. Sophie Thatcher's great. Chloe East, is that her name? Fantastic. All great acting. Venom's in this movie. When they try to get out the house, I liked the challenge that they were presented with, but ultimately, I wish it was smarter. I wish it was more like almost Saw level stuff where you have to do something or something happens type things. I thought it was going to get deeper. That's the only flaw in this movie for me, is I wanted it to get deeper with what they're doing to get out. I thought it was going to be thing after thing after thing and thing that you as the audience sit there and try to deconstruct in your head and try to solve yourself like a good escape room, and it really didn't get too smart. It got kind of dumb. So, yeah. Great first half. Fine second half. Overall, 3.5 out of 5. Still an entertaining movie, worth to watch, especially if you're an atheist. And if you're a religion, take a challenge, take a dare. Watch this movie. Watch the movie Heretic. Have your thoughts challenged.